Oh.
Had to put a new winch on this thing with that synthetic rope so it's not noisy at all. It's badass.
Huh. Is that Harbor Freight?
No, I ordered it from Super Winch, Amazon. $179.
Fuck yeah. Oh.
Right.
There we go. Okay, we're good.
Better come on.
You can get all up in my grill too.
All up in your grill?
Yeah.
Is it going?
Yeah, just like if you were watching.
I was watching.
Can you pull that right one out?
Yep. There we go. Oh,
There you
got
go.
it. Yep.
Let me see that.
So we're good on both of those?
Yep.
Okay.
Can you see where what used to be?
So, I mean, we can either run either of those, which it just needs to go that way.
Okay.
And this is the only, like,
Okay. Yep.
I don't know how we want to bend that. I don't give a fuck about it either. And if I could probably plop in one bolt, it'd probably be all we really... Oh, fuck. Yeah, that's literally it. Oh, wait, hey. Yeah, okay, we're right there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What you thinking?
I think we need to pull this back out.
Like kick that out?
Yeah, get that corner out because you don't want that fucking stuff on your leg. And then,
Now once we get it all bolted up then.
see, it doesn't make fucking sense. Okay, yeah, no, it'll go once we get it slid over.
But like, yeah. And
Okay.
when you were kicking on it, we were like lined up with that motherfucker on it, on both of them.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it had to have been up against the fucking brake master. This thing's so wide.
It is really wide.
Now,
Ooh. Oh shit. Is that bad?
no.
Oh, okay. We're still all hooked up?
Yeah, we're still hooked up.
Okay.
You're still pretty tight.
Yeah. Oh, hey. Fucking right there. I mean, you got a drill and we can just kind of fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's the moment we've all been waiting for. The Chico Fair Race Night 1 on Thursday. Heat race action, full invert in the heat races. So we're starting P5. We qualified, I believe, P4, and we knew we had to execute this heat race. We had to get as many positions as we possibly can so we could line ourselves as best as we could for the feature. And we really did a good job on the start. I had good posture. I rolled down the hill. Water rolls downhill, so the race car's got to roll downhill. And now it's time to just keep on plugging away at laps. But Where I feel like I messed up a lot on this heat race was I believe this is Steel Pal in front of me, and I thought by the way he was angling his car from the back stretch, he was going to be running the top, and then I felt like the top was hands down the fastest way around the racetrack, and I really thought he was going to go to the top because Mariah was pulling away from him, and we were both losing ground on Mariah every single lap in 3 and 4, but he kept on angling it up and cutting all the way down to the bottom. So like he has his entry super wide, and I thought he was going to go to the top, but he doesn't. And I feel like where I could have done a lot better in this heat race was knowing that he was going to go to the bottom, just because he did it so many laps in a row. But that's my bad at the end of the day. And yeah, you live, and now I'm finally starting to get the hang of it, and then a yellow comes out, and I'm actually very thankful for that yellow, because now I know I'm just going to trust myself. I know he's going to go to the bottom again in 3 and 4 and keep on doing the same thing. And I thought he was going to go to the top right there in 1 and 2, but he throws a slider on himself and screws up his momentum. And now I lift a little earlier because I know he's going to go to the bottom in 3 and 4. So let's get a big head of steam and then just throw a big bomb in 1 and 2 because I know he's going to go back up to the top because he did it every single lap before. And we finally get a massive run on him. We're side by side with him, and I was hoping he was going to go to the bottom again and we could just rip right around. And yeah, he kind of threw a half-ass slider on me, and I figured it's point racing. I got to get around him. I have to get as many points as possible. And now let's try and just yard this bad bitch into the corner every single lap and try and reel in Mariah. But the track on these day races, it looks like it has grip, but you really don't feel the grip in your butt. Like, you're very much so on top of the track, so I'm trying to move around through 1 and 2. The very top is still very crummy and not very fast, and same with 3 and 4. So I'm just trying to generate momentum, kind of cutting my corner shy, rolling it in there, sliding up into the track. But we were a couple laps short. We reeled in Mariah there at the very end, but oh well, that's just how it goes sometimes. Now we're lining up P6 in the features, so we were third high point guy coming into this, and same exact thing as the heat race. Let's just absolutely put all these guys behind us and try and plug away and get as many spots as we can. So I had a feeling that the top was going to be the best way around the racetrack for the majority of Chico, just because Chico usually is a very top dominant racetrack, but when Momo stuck the bottom underneath me right there, it kind of flipped a switch in my brain, and I was like, okay, that's different. The bottom's definitely really good in 3 and 4. Usually it's kind of deceiving. It's a little wet sometimes down there, and Steele got a kind of a shitty exit to the corner, and I tried to throw a big bomb, but he had a lot more speed than I thought that he did, and or that was John Michael Bunch. Sorry, Michael Bunch. But yeah, and I threw that slider not as deep as I really wanted to. I thought he wasn't going to have that much speed going into the corner, but we threw a haymaker, and it didn't really come up that. I mean, it came up a little short, and yeah, sorry for that one. I saw him at the fair, and yeah, I figured he was going to be a little upset, so I didn't really want to say anything to him, but we talked at the fair, and he said good job, and yeah, I feel bad, buddy. I'm sorry about those. I don't like to do moves like that, but we both kept on going, and at least we both finished the main event, and that's what matters. Didn't tear up any race cars. I kind of lifted there at the very end, but besides that, now I know the top is good in 1 and 2, and the bottom's good in 3 and 4. But kind of with Chico, it's weird because you don't want to stick the bottom all the way around when the track's like this, and you also don't want to rip the top all the way around when the track's like this. You kind of have to cut your corner a little shy and then arc it really wide and hit the bottom in the apex, and also let the car float back up to the straightaway to kind of connect both your corners. I feel like I play a lot of road racing video games, and I feel like that's what helps me on these kind of tracks, is connecting my corners, because it's more than just running the bottom or running the top in each of these corners. You have to connect them, and especially with 360 racing, you really have to connect both your corners and make a fluid whole track out of both corners. Even though the very bottom has the most amount of grip and the very top has the most amount of grip, if you're really prioritizing one corner over the other, you're going to lose overall momentum and overall lap time, and the guys in front of you are just going to pull away. So I was kind of trying to keep that in the back of my mind, and I also noticed right here that I could kind of float the middle and get around guys. So I'm just kind of logging information and collecting data as the race goes on. I felt really comfortable in 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 is just kind of plug and play. What you see is what you get. Just run the top, create momentum, and 3 and 4 I feel like is where you could really manipulate your speed of your car. I'm trying to mess around with coming off lower on the corner, and I'm also trying to mess with the entry to my corner, whereas I'm trying to get the left rear down on the race car and just generate as much speed as I can, hit the apex, and then kind of wherever the car wants to go off the exit is where I'm really trying to gauge the whole entire situation. But sorry guys, hate to break it to you, but the GoPros died. I was running too much FPS. I messed with the FPS on Sunday at Marysville. I thought it was a battery issue just tonight, but it wasn't. It was, I believe it was an FPS issue, but here's some float clips for you.
Back on it, we're green. Nice move by Montgomery, slides up in front of Holland. Caleb Montgomery now into that second spot. Forsberg with his elbows up, trying to run around the outside. He'll do so. Forsberg now crisscross applesauce back to the inside of Montgomery. Can it stick? It can't. And Andy off the track just a little bit. He'll lose 3-4 spots. Back up front, it's the shark, Sean Becker. No field set. They accelerate. We're green. Caleb Montgomery, nice restart to the inside. Montgomery's going to try to slide up in front. He'll do so. Becker anticipated. Can't cut back though. Caleb Montgomery, the new leader. Max Mitri trying to make moves. Now Becker back to the inside of your leader. Can't get there. Holland off the edge of the racetrack. Forsberg in the third spot. You're all right, youngster. This is the winner. Don't go inside yet. Just say hi to him. That's the winner. What's your name?
Marin.
What is it? Marin. Knuckles, good to see you. All right, you're the winner, though, Caleb Montgomery. How are you, man? Welcome to Victory Lane at Silver Dollar Speedway.
Yeah, this is my first one. It feels really good to finally get a win here. We've been really fast here a lot, and all the cars that we've driven, and it's also been a track where I struggle a lot at, so it feels good to put 30 good laps together and race with some really good guys. I knew it was go time when I saw the 2X and behind me, and I was like, all right, now we gotta really hustle it.
There's a one time it was Sean Becker and Andy Forsberg up there, the two of the goats of this racetrack, and you just mixed in just great with those guys.
Yeah, those guys are really fun to race with. You always know if you're going to throw a big bomb on them, they'll lift, and same vice versa. If they're throwing a big bomb on you, they're going to lift too. So it's really nice racing with those guys. They run really hard and really clean, and I really appreciate running with both of them.
I pumped up your YouTube and your social media outlets. What can we expect tonight's video to look like when you release it?
Oh, there's definitely going to be a lot of drinking beer after the races, and it's definitely going to be in the video, but we're a little bit, if you guys wonder what it's like to drive a sprint car, check out my YouTube. It's my name, Caleb Montgomery. I'm pretty raw cut. I take one cut, and it's just straightforward. I got GoPros on the car. I got behind the scenes guys videoing me. So if you want to know what it's like in the pits back there, it's tough. It's cutthroat, but that's how it is in this world.
Final thoughts. How about taking a couple beers on the Ferris wheel and doing a GoPro from that?
Oh yeah, we're definitely going to get a thumbnail. We got to go up to the top of the Ferris wheel and get out all these awesome LED lights or whatever the heck, RGB lights. Silver Dollar's been killing it, absolutely. Brad, Kyle, all you guys that put in so much effort. I know you and Andy come here after hours and just put in so much hour, and this place is absolutely phenomenal. It's the new Knoxville.
You know, it's absolutely phenomenal. You in a race car, my friend. Good job. Caleb Montgomery once again. And we'll bring out... You good? Max Mitri, come on up, Rockstar. Let's get you next.
As always, thank you so much for watching the video. I much appreciate all you guys coming by, buying merch. I know we're sold out, and it sucks because a lot of you guys still want to come and buy shirts, but we're going to get a website up soon. I know a lot of you saw the YouTube video and went to the site, and I couldn't get one of your orders in, and I'm really sorry about that, but soon we're going to have a much more inventory. We're going to be better about the website. The website was not supposed to be released information, but you guys found it anyways, so I'm grateful for you guys looking me up, finding my merch, and as always, thank you so much for watching the video. We're going to have a couple videos out this week since we raced 3 times, but yeah, it was an absolutely amazing weekend. Thankful for Cody and Bobby for putting me in the race car. Thank you for my family for following me all over the place, and thank you to Stevie for putting up with me.